Hey everyone, so this is my review of Star Trek Discovery, Season 1, Episode 4, called The Butcher's Knife Cares Not for the Lamb's Cries. And essentially what this episode is about is that tensions continue to rise between the Klingons and the Starfleet as they continue to try and figure out ways to end the war with victories on either sides. And while it's going on, Michael sort of settles into her new position aboard the USS Discovery. And this was a really, really entertaining and really great episode that did a really sort of nice job of having like this whole really interesting and very intricate storyline that I'm very curious to see what they're going to do with that storyline as it goes on. And I really, really enjoyed Michael's new position that she's in as a sort of scientist and stuff, where she actually has to go and observe and figure out how to weaponize this creature that they were attacked by in the last episode, because they discover that this creature can easily just rip apart a Klingon. So that would be very, very helpful in this war against the Klingons. So that was just really, really interesting to see her actually try and approach this on like a pure scientific route, where she isn't instantly trying to beat the creature or figure out what's all going on with it, because she quickly discovers that this creature isn't all that it seems to be, that there is a very docile, sort of very friendly creature within it. It's just he attacks when he feels that he needs to attack. And that is just interesting to watch how she approached doing all this stuff and her sort of coming to her own conclusions and figuring out what actually is going on with this creature. And the truth around this creature is that it's sort of like the guidance system to make the warp technology that the other ship had work. That this creature works with all the mushrooms and all the stuff that they're creating, and it has like this whole thing around it to make it all work. And that was just super, super cool to finally see this warp technology work, especially when they finally did show up on the mining colony that was under attack and had like all the Klingon ships essentially attack one another when it sort of blinked out of existence and warped somewhere else. And then all the ships just fired and ran into each other. So that was just fun for them to sort of use and demonstrate what this technology can be used for. But I definitely feel like in the episodes to come, there is going to be some sort of point or some sort of moment where Michael discovers something that they could use with this creature in return, or that they're eventually going to have to figure out how to just friend this creature that helped do all this stuff on its own. Because it was very, very clearly shown that the technology that they're using to sort of combine all the computers with this creature is hurting the creature incredibly much. So, like I said, I think Michael's going to have to come up with either some way that causes the creature to become her friend enough that it just does it without needing the computer, or that she's going to come up with some other friendlier way that doesn't hurt the creature as much. So I'm very excited and very curious to see how all that eventually works out. And then everything with the Klingons in this episode were very interesting, with them sort of having this war against the families and figuring out who is on whose side and what's all going on there. And then the ending with the one Klingon who was sort of kicked out of the whole rest of the kingdoms and families and stuff. Him getting all this technology that he could possibly get revenge on the Klingons for abandoning him and cause the war to go onto his side, that he could become this great and grand hero, and just how all of that stuff is going to play out possibly. I'm very excited to see what's all going to go on there with him. And just overall, this was, like I said, a really, really amazing and really entertaining episode to watch and see. Like I said, Michael just figuring everything out and just how everything played out was just amazing. So yeah, that's my review of Star Trek Discovery, Season 1, Episode 4, called The Butcher's Knife Cares Not for the Lamb's Cries. So, yeah,